morning, folks. Hammy here. How y'all doing today? I am so happy. I got feedback for my goat. Look at the head on me. I haven't even combed my hair or nothing. I got some feedback. Lady's going to talk to a family member, and they have a little farm, and they have a little miniature horse, and she said she would get back to me in a couple days, but they have a heated barn. So there's a good chance Nina will have a nice, happy new home with lots of acreage to play. So I'm pretty excited. All right, today what I'm doing is I have to make camp food. Okay, I take all my leftovers and I dehydrate them. I have some over here. This here is lemon cake. You know, like that panettone or panettone, whatever you call it. It's Christmas cake, but it's not the one with all the fruit and the cherries and all that stuff in it. It looks like this. Here, I'll turn you around. Can you see that? Okay, so what I'm going to do is, this is already done. I'll set you down here for a minute. I don't know, can you see? Yeah, see, there's the dehydrator right there. I have it on top of the heater. Hello, pussycat. But, yeah, we're just going to bag this up. I can find my bags. We're going to bag it up. And, I don't know, can you see me? Hi! And this is really, really good. Hello, pussycat. The cat's right here. She's always curious. But, I'm going to take this stuff, as you can see it, and I bag it all up, and this is really, really good on, like, ice cream or your favorite, like, little dessert, anything you want a little taste of lemon. So, and it's good. I use it as, like, a part of my trail mix, but it just has to go in by itself. So, we're just going to bag this up. Now, this was a whole cake, and it dehydrates down pretty quick. But after we're done that, we're going to do some sink soup. I don't know, can you guys even see me? You probably can't even see me. But, here, maybe I'll take this off. No, I'm not throwing it on the floor. I have the bag down here. See? It's in the bag. But, yeah, I was pretty excited. I was pretty sad that my goat needs a new home. But I think I made the right decision. And I'm sorry if my video yesterday was a downer, if you watched that one, about a difficult decision. But, I mean, she's a big girl now. And I notice when I bang into stuff a little bit, you know, one, because I'm clumsy. But if I just smack my fingers or something, they stay sore for a long time. So I have to make an appointment and go find out what's going on. I'll be going to a nurse practitioner. I trust her more than some of the doctors in our town, so she'll let me know what's going on. A lot of it is at my age. My skin hurts a lot of times, like it feels like little lightning flashes through it, like it burns. But there's no discernible problem that you can see. So they're looking into, we were thinking it might be the fibromyalgia, where you just ache. And then with the bruising that I'm getting and the really sore joints, I can just roll my foot a little bit and break something, or I can accidentally kick something, and you wouldn't think I was kicking it hard, and I find out that I got a broken toe. So it's probably just, I just need vitamins, maybe, because I don't take any vitamins. So, and see, here's some larger pieces. They look like toast. They'll just break up in the bag. But I'm pretty excited there. I think we're going to have something different going on around here. Can't find my bags. Where's your bags, woman? I don't know. There's not a bag. But I'm pretty excited that with the room that I'll have in the barn. There you are. Hi! With some of the room that I'll have in the barn, once I'm sure and secure in the knowledge that she has a safe place, that Mr. Moon has agreed to let me order new chickens, which I think will be a lot of fun too. So I'm doing this sitting on the floor. As you can see, that's pretty dry. We'll just put the big ones in here and then slam them on the floor. Put little pieces in this one. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. So just think how many chickens I could put in that little barn. Yeah, if you've seen my videos, you see it's fairly decent sized barn, and then there'll be 3 rooms. Maybe I could get, I don't want ducks, because then I have a pond around the corner of the house, but it's just a little man-made pond. I just keep it for bullfrogs and stuff because we have a lot of mosquitoes around here. Maybe I should cut the grass. Maybe. But I keep that little pond there. And every time we go in it, there's a frog. It's like, that's all you hear. Like, we're adults and we say frog like we're 5th graders, right? That's a frog! Maybe not even a 5th grader. And we call wolves woofs. There's woofs and frogs around our house. It's like, is she drunk? She got a speech impediment? What's wrong with that girl? But there. And then I'll just smash the top to close it. And then anytime I want, this is really good on vanilla ice cream. Do you like lemon? I know somebody likes lemon. If I could send this to you, I would. But yeah, by the time you got it, it would just be a bag of powder, right? So you'd probably want to check it out. Okay, what is this bag of powder? Why is she sending it all the way to Nova Scotia? So I did the short little stubbies, like this. And then I cut some into like little lemon fingers. So, and that's the thing. I dehydrate all my leftovers. All the time, all the time. Because if your freezer goes down, right? God forbid, knock on wood, it doesn't. But if the freezer ever goes down, all the food you've got stacked in that freezer now suddenly has a shelf life of a couple days, right? So, especially the deep freeze. So what I do is I try to dehydrate all my leftovers, and then, I mean, we just got our meat back from the butcher. That's about 100 pounds of meat, and Mr. Moon had most of it cut up into ground beef, just for the fact that we go through a lot of power outages around here. I don't know why, but it seems we get quite a few of them for our area. But we decided last time that if we got it all, like we got a bunch of steaks, because I can still chew steak, even with my dentures. I can still chew steak. But then that way I can make beef jerky, the hamburger jerky, and it's going to keep. And once it's, you know, salted and dehydrated and all that, it will keep. So that's a good plan. But I like to dehydrate all my food, just like I say, the leftovers. It takes up less room in the freezer. I keep it there, just keep the mice and stuff out of it. But do all that, and every time I go to camp, all I have to do is rehydrate it. Just put it in a pot of boiling water on the campfire or on the stove. I have a little stove out there, all right? Little wood stove. Put it on that, and bing, bang, boom, it rehydrates. Okay, I gotta get up for a minute. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Had to get some parchment paper. I got this Reynolds parchment paper in a 3-pack. It was pretty cheap. It's perfect because what I have here is leftovers, and this is what we call sink soup. There, I mean, it's good. Oh, it's just when you take a little bit of everything. I've got brown venison in it. There's venison, the leftover beef roast, even a little bit of chicken. Go figure. But you just put that all together. Some potatoes, some carrots, some peas, some tomatoes, a spice packet, like a gravy packet. And look at those nice big chunks. So, this is getting dehydrated. Then this will go into camp meals. And this, you watch the size of this container? Okay. Now, by the time I'm done with all this, I've got 4 racks. By the time I'm done with that, and then there is the, they call this one here, back here, the fruit roll-up mold. It's just, I use that at the very end, just for drips. Then if I have too much, I can put that on it, and it's still dehydrated just the same. So, I don't know if I have enough paper, but I have enough to show. Yeah, see, I only got that. I'm going to have to go down and get another roll. Okay. Here, pussycat, play with the tube. Ba-doo! Okay, now if I had a square dehydrator, I wouldn't have this problem. But because I have a round dehydrator, I have to fold it like so. Rip a hole in the middle. I see you. Can you see me? That way, when I put it on one of these rounds, I do plan on getting another one. Now I just slide it over the tray like so. See the little hole there? You need that because you need the hot air to get through it. And you always have a little space at the sides. And this will hold my soup. So, get some on here and show you. Yeah, it won't soak through as long as you're not trying to pour like just total liquid on it. So put a couple spoonfuls on that, spread it around. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but you get your nose out of it, Missy. Good Lord. That's not for you. So I try to stay upbeat, and I do apologize. My other videos is pretty down. I've been hit pretty hard with a lot of loss lately, and it was just starting to get the better of me, and I wasn't praying and asking the Lord to ease my pain. I was just trying to muscle my way through it, power through it on my own, and sometimes you just need a little extra help. So I'm going to cut my hair a little bit today and get life back going instead of just sitting. In case y'all wondering, I lost my uncle just the beginning of the month, and he's the last one on my mama's side that's, so all my aunties and uncles on her side and my mama, they were all passed on. So I thought I could handle it on my own, but I lost mama. I lost my one goat. He had a heart defect, the goat, and he died 2 days after my mom. So it's just been a hard hit. And then with taking in all them old chickens, unfortunately, they're all going to pass around the same time. So it just seemed like it was always death, death, death constantly. And they say if you get all your chicks at day old, then within a couple months of each other, when they hit their age limit, they all start to pass around the same time. And I knew it was coming, but I thought I could handle it, and for a little bit there I couldn't. So for that, I'm sorry for being a bummer. Alright, can you see that? That's all just spread around on there. I only got enough parchment for the one, but I'll be back when I get the other ones done, and we'll turn this bad boy on and heat the joint up. You can't see, but well, maybe you can. I don't know if it's going to focus because it's pretty damn bright. But you see that? Snow on my finger. That's on the inside of the window. So we got to keep that one closed. And she's a little chilly up here. Yep. You weren't feeling perky before, you're perky now, that's for sure. That's for true. Alright, I'll be back in a minute and I'll get this done, and then maybe we'll sing a song or something because I'm feeling pretty happy. I'm glad you got your package, Brent. Woo! Yep, that little hat band will look nice on one of your cowboy hats. And yeah, that little coin, if you take the coin out and read on the back, there's something written on the back of it. So, alright, I'll be right back. Gotta go get more paper. We need paper. Okay, I got more. Woo, I got more. Let's turn you this way. Alright, we've got the one. Turn it up a little bit so you can see. We've got one started already. That's the one I just did. I got more paper. Got the holes ripped out. And we're back to spooning. Alright, welcome to Mountain Moon Adventures, where you can spoon with me. Just this kind of spoon. So yeah, so like I was saying, I'm thinking about getting some more chickens, because with the girls, they're not a lot of work. The goat's a lot of work. She really is. The bigger she gets, the more mule-headed she gets, right? But she has her moods. I mean, we all have our moods, right? I get pretty muley myself, so that's why Mr. Moon, he goes and hangs out over at the neighbors or something. He says, "Is Hammy getting muley?" You're like, "Yep, sure is." Sometimes I just get a little bit crabby. But who doesn't, right? But yeah, so I was trying to think, well, what other bird can I get besides chickens? I mean, I might just get chickens, but maybe instead of just getting, what is that, Rhode Island Reds? Maybe I'll get, I don't know. My luck, I'll get a Banty, and it'll just kick my ass every single day. Be the smallest bird. And it'll just beat me up every time I come in. Because I heard Banties can be pretty obnoxious. But, I don't know. Maybe some peafowl. No, that'll drive the neighbors nuts the way they scream. They sound like Tasmanian devil. So, but I think I'm done for like livestock. Like bigger livestock, hoofed livestock. I think I'm pretty much done with that. So, I mean, I've been doing it for a long time. So, maybe that's my change of life. They say sometimes a man goes through his change, whatever, he goes out and buys a Corvette. Well, I don't want a car. It's just more insurance, more crap. I'd be worried of scratching it. You know, stuff like that. So, but I don't know. Anybody have any ideas of what would make a good bird to have around? I did want a peacock a long time ago, but do you know the size of the room I would have to keep a peacock in just to keep, you know, the feathers nice? All right? And I don't think I'd want to eat peacock eggs. So I think we'll just go maybe with different types of chickens. You stay out of this, Missy. I know. You're like, but Mama, you're down here on this little table. Yeah, I know. But it's not for you. But yeah, I was just trying to think of what I've got I've got a chick list from the feed store, but they have the list of the different ones, and I'm wondering if I should go day olds again. They live longer, or they do sell the ones that are already laying, but I don't know. I mean, I'm still getting 2-3 eggs a day now, still, even in this weather. And I mean, that's more than enough for Mr. Moon and I, you know. I was at one time getting 8 or 9, and I had to sell them to my neighbor. Here, just take them. Well, I didn't want to sell them, but every time technically I didn't sell them, but every time you know, they'd come over or something, and I'd set the eggs. Here, there's some eggs on the stairs for you. I'd go around and go to close the door, and there'd be like $3. So one time she says, you have to charge me for eggs. I'm like, I'm not going to charge you for eggs. If you don't eat them, they're just going to go bad. So I just jokingly, I said, fine, $3. She was all happy because at the time at the grocery store, they were like $6-7. And everybody's like, man, where do you live? I'll buy your eggs. But I didn't want to sell them, so I told her, I said, $1,000. Right? She said, what? Forget it. Right? And then I said, free. And she's like, no, you have to charge me something. So I said, $1,000. And then she's like, Hammy. So I was like, fine. Just leave $3 on the stairs. That's because you just donated it. So not only does she donate the $3, she sends over bread and half watermelons and stuff like that. So it's like, she's feeding them too, right? So why should she have to pay for the eggs? But yeah, they're sweet. Her little granddaughter, that's all she likes to eat is eggs. She's like 5 years old now, and that's her favorite food. What do you want for lunch? Eggs. So she likes them scrambled, and she likes them hard-boiled, and yeah, she's such a little darling. So I'm not going to charge 5-year-old for eggs. Come on, I'm a grandma too, right? So I always make sure that she's got her eggs. So even if we only get 2 a day, if I know that, you know, she's over next door or something, then I make it a point to save 4 to 6 eggs within the 3 days so I can send those over for the baby, right? So that's just me. I got a soft spot for little kids and baby chickens and baby goats. And you know what I should do? I should get a puppy. That's what I should do. We were talking about getting a dog, and then I totally forgot about it because Angelina and all this other stuff. And I should put out feelers again. Go to a different humane society and see if they got any puppies. I'd rather adopt a dog than buy one from a kennel. Okay, now we got 4 trays. We are good. We can put that top on. Just like so. Scoot it over a little bit so it doesn't fall off. Gonna stay. That's why I got the cage up. This thing right here. Well, you can't see this thing. That's why I have it up as a candle holder. But just in case this thing vibrates. Excuse my butt. There we go. It's plugged in. Ooh, I got crumbs on the floor. That's gonna draw mice. Alright, try to get up. I'm still in my pajama pants. I'm always in my pajama pants. My friend calls them his give up pants. I call these my fat pants, because if you wear them all the time and you don't realize you're putting on weight till you go put on your jeans. So at least once a week, try to put on a pair of jeans. That way you know if they're getting a little too tight, time to lay off the cake. So there we go. Can you see it? Ooh. There it is. So she's plugged in, she's going. Now the whole house is going to smell like cooking stew. And I got it all in. Container's empty. So now I just got to go put the other stuff in the freezer and we'll call it good. So anyways, thanks for watching. I'll let you know what it looks like after. But they make awesome camp meals. And the best part is, like, with the sink soup, that's just, I don't know, some people call it something else. We call it sink soup. It's when you have a little bit of everything left over and you just make a stew out of it, right? And it's great on a cold day. But like if I'm doing spaghetti or pasta, anything with the like with the red sauce, like a spaghetti sauce or a marinara sauce kind of thing, I'll dehydrate it. Like say if it's macaroni with hamburger and onion and pepper, like a goulash, right? It's got the tomatoes in it. So I will mix that with my next batch that's dehydrated to fill that entire bag. Doesn't matter if the noodles are different, you know, it's all the same, right? It's got all the same ingredients. With this dehydrator, I have this little jerky gun that you can put the ground beef in. I just have to get the, I don't remember what that other chemical is. I mean, you can do it with just salt, but there's little packets that you buy. I forget what it's called. It's on the tip of my tongue. What's it say? There. But it comes in little packages. You mix that up for your ground beef. And then it has, like I say, it's got this little gun. It looks like a little cake decorator, but with a trigger on it. And you can do rounds like Slim Jims. You can do the flats, things like that. I get lazy. I really do. I don't have time to pack it all in there. I'll just take one of the trays, mix up all my hamburger, wash my hands, or put on my little meat handling gloves. They're disposable. And I just flatten that all down. All right. I like to do it on the parchment paper if I'm going to flatten it. Otherwise, they all stick in the little rungs. If I do it with the gun, they just lay on top. But yeah, I'll just do it that way, make it nice and thin, and then break it up as I take it off. And I got a whole bag of it in the fridge, and it's a great snack. So I'm going to do that with some venison this week, I think. just to have some. But yeah, I do all fried rices, like you see the soup. It's really hard to do it with like a watery soup unless you have those fruit roll-up trays like I showed you at the bottom, that little silver or that little plastic one. Yeah, if you don't have that, then it will drip through the paper. But stews, beefaronis, goulash, fried rice, you can even do the potatoes once they're cooked. I've tried dehydrating raw potatoes, and it's not very pretty. They come out gray, and nobody wants to eat a pile of gray potatoes, right? But if it's mixed in something, like that has potato in it, if it's mixed, it doesn't seem to turn gray. I do everything. If I have a little bit of leftover cream corn, it goes down on the bottom tray. Kernel corn, I can do right up on the top trays. Tomatoes, cucumbers, onions, orange slices. I do apples all the time for the goat, right? So anything like that. Like this bread, if this wasn't lemon bread, I'll do that with any other leftover bread that I have. And then when times are a little bit lean and I want to give them something warm, you know, I'll just sprinkle some of that dry breadcrumbs, which is perfect, especially if you're using a recipe that calls for dry breadcrumbs, or you want to bread your fish or your chicken. Just take some bread. Don't let it just get stale and moldy when you see it starting to get a little bit tough. Slap it on there, crank it up to like 150, a couple hours, it's done. It's crouton season when we fire up the wood stove. I like to make those right on the wood stove on a tray. But if I don't have time for that, then I'll just put them in there. And why run a heater up here? I mean, the bathroom one, yeah, for sure. That's for the pipes and the cat. But why just run a heater when your dehydrator can work as a heater and work for you? If it's going to cost you money to run the hydro to get some heat, you might as well have it work for you, right? So Anyways, I'm gonna go get cleaned up because I look like 10 pounds in a 5 pound bag right now. I sure do. But I'm definitely happier. So, all right. Thanks for coming to the channel. Brent, I'm so happy that you got your mail. And if you don't know who Brent is, that's East Coast Cabin Fever. And boy, howdy, he's a lot of fun. Ring that bell. Yeah! All right. We'll talk to you later. Okay. Bye bye.